Greetings everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. Today we have yet another package, but this one is another mystery package. Um, I actually just got back from a trip back to my apartment because this showed up there, and I don't know what it is. I thought for a bit it was the Flip Forge stuff, but then that showed up, so... I don't know. I'm getting to the point where it's like, people are sending me stuff, and it's amazing. It's so cool, but it's also a little worrying because if I don't know who's sending me something, they could send it to my apartment, which I will no longer be living at in like a month. So I'm going to have to talk to some people, I guess, to figure that out. But I'm pretty sure it's Balisong related. Let's open it up. I seriously don't know what this could be. I'm just gonna block you for a second. Okay. Cool. So I think I have an idea of what this is now. It looks like... Yes. We have another package from Thomas Balisong. I don't know what it could be. I'll be honest. Here, you sent me a by call. Oh, I see. Haynut Aragon. The Aragon? So this is the same guy who sent me the by call. He didn't approach me about sending me anything else, so... I don't even know what this is. The Aragon. Handle material. Titanium. What? Huh? Got a little business card and everything? Wait, this is a Thai trainer? Yo, look at that. It's this thing. I saw this thing at Blade Show, gosh, last year? I think, who was it? I think Cody the Bally Boy, I believe is his Instagram, had a prototype of this. And I do remember now, this came out like a few weeks ago, I want to say. This is on Amazon. I believe for about $300. Let me check really quick. Thomas Aragon. Oh, you can find it if you go to the Marcolo store, which casts so much more doubt about what any of these companies are, but who cares? So this is a titanium trainer. It weighs 4.6 ounces. I wouldn't have guessed that. 4.66 ounces. Made out of titanium. Comes with 2 blades. We can see that here. Is this live? Oh my gosh, it's live, and it actually looks really cool. Holy shit. And this is on Amazon. You can just buy this for $325.99 US. So $326 puts it right above like the Superfly, and available on Amazon. I would hope with the availability to match. Flipping the Swift T to remember kind of what a titanium Bally flips like. This is my first time getting a new titanium Balisong in a long time. First of all, this finish is beautiful. We have a blue kind of cobalt with lighter blue on the interior. And then it looks like a silver to sunset fade. Down here looks incredible. We got gold to sunset. And I mean, gold to sunset. Gold to pink, a sunset fade in like the... Damn, that looks really cool, actually. I'm a huge fan of that. This blade, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I think this might be a bottle opener. It might be. I have no idea. Picking that up like I'd be able to open it with it. Not the biggest fan of the trainer blade, I will be completely honest with you, but this live blade looks incredible. And this is actually sharp. This is a real live blade, but they're selling it on Amazon. Okay. Don't know how they're getting away with that. But it looks very cool. I will say that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I almost kind of want to swap it out for that. And we have something... Oh, just a tip guard. Okay, cool. Well, Thomas, thank you very much for sending me out another one of your designs. I really do appreciate it. feel free to let me know, before you do it, just so I have some idea of what's going on. But I'm excited to check this thing out, I guess. Let's give it a flip. The Thomas, the Haynut, the Marcolo, I don't even know at this point, the Aragon. Really quickly. Ooh, okay. So they went and did the Vulp thing. Cool. We got 2 T10 bits. Yeah. 2 T10 bits, extra hardware, a bunch of extra washers, which is nice to see. A bunch of extra bushings. Wow, actually, that's a pretty good... You get 2 bits, 4 bushings, a bunch of extra washers. That's actually not like a... That's a really good pack-in. Which I would hope, I would hope you get a pretty good pack-in for a $300 Bally. So yeah, this thing, I'm going to put myself in kind of the Superfly frame of mind, since that's kind of the price point that this is occupying. But looks beautiful. Let's see how it flips. Actually, really quick, sound test. I already can tell you, just based on how this is sound testing, this is going to flip a little wonky. The way that the handle carries momentum just doing that sound test is a little wonky to me. We got Aragon there, number 160. All right, cool. Let's run it, shall we? Wow, it rings, and it rings loud. Okay. All right. So, first thoughts, it doesn't feel like 4.66 ounces. It does feel lighter, but then you go to fan it, and then like the sluggishness really comes in. So like it 0 G's just fine. Oh, okay, maybe not. 0 G's okay. It rollovers well. Does this have full swing? Oh, this is binding up a little bit. That could be why. Here's a little Bally tip for you guys at home. The Sliff T. You see how it's constant... Oh, okay, that was a bad... You see how it's constantly swinging back and forth? And then it very slowly comes to a stop, but it's still wiggling a lot back and forth. If your Balisong doesn't do that, then it's binding. Do you see how this stops like that? That is slight bind. Specifically that handle. You see how it stopped mid-swing? You don't really want that. So I'm going to loosen it a little bit, I guess. I don't know where to do this. Okay, cool. Whatever. Let's just try and... Nope, and that is... stripped. Is my bit stripped? I have no idea. Okay, I can't loosen it. Whatever. Yeah, it is a bit heavy. But, like, it doesn't feel heavy. I'm just noticing specifically when it fans, there is a little bit of sluggishness here. I have to put like a lot. There's specific parts when I'm fanning, or just when I'm flipping in general, honestly, that I have to put a ton of effort to get it going with. Like the Sliff T, I love because you don't really put a ton of effort into flipping it. It kind of just flips. You teach it, you tell it what you want it to do, and it does it. There's not really a specific part that I'm putting more effort into. But with this, you can get rollovers going pretty well. But like, oh, especially right there, transitioning into rollovers, or transitioning from rollover to rollover, not my favorite. Doesn't... Yeah, it takes a lot of force to get something going. Which is strange because also sometimes it doesn't take a lot of force to get something going. Now, keep in mind, this could very well just be that this is one of the heavier Balisongs that I have tried. I think the only thing that even comes close to it is the Arctic. And yeah, the Arctic kind of has that, but like not really. The Arctic kind of just does what I can feel that the Arctic is heavy, but the Arctic isn't fighting me at all, which I think is the thing that I'm detecting with this. It keeps momentum going very well, I will say that. Like when you fan into choker fan, it just wants to keep going. But yeah, I'm finding myself, my hand is getting a bit fatigued right now, and I'm finding myself having to put in far more effort than I would on another, similarly weighted balisong. Which, I mean, I shouldn't even say similarly weighted. To be fair, this is one of the heavier things that I've flipped recently. So that could very well be it. But yeah, getting a fan started on it especially is just... Once it gets going, it fans beautifully. Like the fan keeps going and it carries momentum very well, like I said. Yeah, it gets a little wonky sometimes. Choker fans very well, can say that. Yeah, like the choker fan. And the ring, it rings a lot. I'm not exactly sure where that ring is coming from. It might be these speed channeled handles. I kind of doubt it's the blade. It is. It's the handles. Because you can see it's ringing. And then the second that I grab the handle, it stops. So yeah, the ring is coming from the handles. Man, there's something off. Ah. I'm also finding that it's very inconsistent on chaplains. Like I'll go for a chaplain that will... There we go. Like it's perfect. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's good. It grips to your finger. It's not going to fly off. And then there's other times where I go for like a 0G or something. See, like that 0G was fine. But then there was that one time earlier where I went for it and it just flew away. And I kind of noticed that with this giraffe, especially if I can do it. Okay. If I can do it. Giraffe. Cool. Okay, I guess I just can't do it. Yeah, oof. It's always a bad sign to me whenever I flip a balisong and then I go back to a more normal balisong that I've enjoyed in the past and I can't flip that more normal balisong. That means my hands are getting used to something that's not exactly common. All right. So I don't think it's bad by any means, and I think there's a lot of people out here that are definitely going to enjoy it. But not my thing, to be honest with you. Takes a lot of effort to get into fans, takes a lot of effort to kind of change its momentum. And just has just a few quirks with the flipping that don't exactly jive with my preferences. Otherwise, it's a very beautiful balisong and it feels very well machined. There's no crazy sharpness to report here. Even these little holes don't feel sharp. They just feel pretty grippy. Grip overall, really, really good. Can't lie to you. It's an incredibly grippy balisong. It's titanium though, so I don't think that was too much of a worry to begin with. Comfortable chaplain. No crazy discomfort to report of there. And overall, I think a competent flipper in the right hands, just probably not my hands, honestly. But I think it is very cool that this is, to my knowledge. Yeah, see, sometimes the zero Gs just fly off. I don't know what's up with that. I think it is very cool that this is one of, to my knowledge, one of the only titanium Balisongs that you can get on Amazon. And now seeing that it also comes with a live blade, supposedly comes with a live blade, is very cool. Although I don't know how they're getting away with that on Amazon. So, yeah, that's the Aragon, I guess. This is one that I'm going to have to come back to. I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time on this. I'll probably be bringing this to Blade if you're going, so you can check it out. Give me your own feedback on it. I guess more specifically, give Thomas your own feedback on it. Because, yeah, he didn't specifically ask me to show anything off. Because, like, with FlipForge, I'm just giving people a chance to try out the palette. I don't believe that's the case with this, so... Superfly, definitely still the winner in my heart. In fact, you know what? As much as I should end this video, I'm going to take the Superfly out right now and flip it a little bit, just to get like a good frame of reference against what this thing's really going up against. Oh no, the bushings came out of the other blade. Almost instantly that fatigue goes away. And I think the Superfly is still heavy. I can't think of the Superfly's weight off the top of my head, I'm going to be honest with you. But I'm kind of thinking that I should look it up because it feels incredibly light. So I don't want to say anything that is BB Superfly. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like 4.2, 4.3. Was the super, but I also feel like it might have been heavier. Yeah, the fatigue is instantly gone on the Superfly. I don't have any problems flipping that. So yeah, a very momentum carrying Balisong. If you're a momentum person, this is certainly gonna do you well. It doesn't really have any like hot spots to the feel of my hand right now. That could change by the time I come back with having spent a week with this thing. If you're a fan of like the whole handle carrying a lot of momentum, this is for you, because it's not really like, I would say it's fairly distributed. I wouldn't say there's any crazy hotspots going on here with the weight. Yeah, good. Ultimately, probably not my thing, but we'll have to see how that goes when I come back for I Spent a Week with the Aragon. Thank you to Thomas Balisong for sending this thing out. Looks very cool. Flips okay in my opinion. And a very cool product to have on Amazon. Hopefully, like I said, the availability to match. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you to Thomas for sending this out again. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the chance to check it out. And I will see all of you in the next one. See ya. Does choker fan very well. I will give it that. Yeah, carries a lot of momentum in that. All right.